Yo, what's up guys, another World Guild Battle. It's been a little bit since I did a fun World Guild Battle. We're currently playing against Dragon's Army, which is the guild where Scribble is located. So we gotta hit Scribble, that's for sure. And we got something fun going on. You did already read the thumbnail, and it's going to be Robo Gaming. But not just Robo Gaming, Robo Mono Elemental Gaming. So that does mean I'm gonna be using a Robo with only the same element as that Robo. Is this going to be bad or horrible? Most likely, but let's just see how that works out. So first of all, let's see which element I do want to place where. I think I want to go for dark over here. Does fire over there kind of make sense? To be honest, none of these things make sense. It's going to be so bad, especially this where they do have... no, actually, I kind of have an idea for this, and that's going to be light over there. Yeah, I can do a thing with light over there. This one over there. I would say dark is probably easiest because of like Nefties and those kind of units. So maybe I should put dark into something that I can guarantee it. Yep, that makes my life a little bit easier over there. This one over here is a little bit tricky. And water is the one I don't really have an idea for a team for. So let's first do the one that I think is the easiest, which is going to be dark. And with dark, as mentioned, I can just go Sienna Nefties and... as long as they don't like heavily outspeed me, I should be good to go. Light, I was also having a fun idea with a cleave, and that's going to be probably a really bad idea. Maybe the second time around, if this doesn't work, I'll go more for a bruiser setup. But first time, I'm going to go for the combination of this plus this. That's probably going to be really bad, but we shall see how bad it is. Then for the mono element on this, do I want to go for a bruiser setup? If I were to go bruisering, I think I actually do kind of want to go for a Savannah. And then do I go for some kind of support with that, or just double it down on way more damage? Nope, or just double it down on way more damage. I kind of like this idea. It's gonna be bad, but I kind of like it. Okay, so then we have to go for full fire. That's definitely an option where I could go for a more cleave style as well. Do I have a fire unit with an AoE death break that I do kind of trust, or do I just go for full on add damage in the sense of a bruiser where I also go for like a Bayek or something, or do I go for Tomoe kind of style? Definitely a lot of options out there, but which is the option I do want to go for? I could also see myself using a Ren, and then I might go for Tomoe for pushbacks even more. Is an option. I could also go for, I think I kind of like that idea more. So Robo is not really going to be doing that much in this scenario case, shape, or way, but I kind of do like it. Well, if I go for this, do I do enough damage to you where I would actually kill you? I'm not 100% sure, but if we go with a Bludgeon final, then I do think we were to do enough damage. We don't even have a lead in this, but I think that this is probably my best way to go for it. I believe. I'm not 100% sure about that altogether, but that's something that could kind of work. Then water over here. Interesting. You are the one that goes for the invisibility. Could get stripped off by anything. You do go for the explode. Do we kind of want to work with the explode where the explode does do enough damage? I feel like that it's not going to be doing enough damage, especially not if we're supposed to be killing you. I could go for the really lazy way out and just go for a option where I go, well, no, that actually might die as well, going for a Camilla and a demon. That's definitely kind of an option that would work-ish. No, I'm actually going to do it slightly different. But what is that slight different way? I think I'm going to go for Shiho. I just spotted the Shiho early on. We're going to bruise this a little bit more, which does make it a little bit wonky too. Or do we just... do you want to get an armor break in as well? I think I'm going to kind of weird-ish bruiser this, and I think it's going to be something like this. So now, by the power of editing, I will be reruning all of those units, and that will take a little bit of time. And because of that, you got to subscribe. That's just how it works. Well, you don't have to, but you could. Okay, so after a bit of reruning, teams are looking like this. Bunch of despair sets, bunch of outspeeding sets over there. Same thing over here, trying to outspeed. Maybe I should have put the Nefties a little bit higher on the speeds, but who knows. Then we have the Robo team over here, which definitely does feel with a humble, but we shall see. And this team over here, which is for those stats. And the final one is looking like this, which is probably the most wonky and worst one of them all. But we're absolutely going to see how that works. So we had a whole line of Robos. Let's see if this works, how this works, when this works. Probably does not work at all. Well, I have faith for some of the team. So at least we do get an outspeed over there. We do strip this thing over there. We do get a stun over there. That's good. Stun is actually really good. We actually get multiple stuns. Okay, this team is looking... okay, this team totally fine. This team totally fine. You can't really go too wrong with like Bludja with a tricks. Like it's... The Robo's just there a little bit for the setup, a little bit for the chip, but in the end, it's not really doing something all too much. It's the other two things just killing everything. That's the main thing. But I'm liking it. At least that's working. Next one, we do actually fully outspeed. We do fully strip, and from here, it should be relatively easy. In this case, you can also S2 just to get full A to B because I hit on too many hits. And from there, it is a fairly easy cleanup as well. Should not have went for the pushback. That just takes a little bit more time this way. Additional turn to death? Nope, not in this case. So 2 easy wins so far. Then we're going for probably the most wonky team. Interesting to see no will runes on this or this. But let's just see how much damage we do. Okay, self-destruct. Good amount of damage. To be honest, good amount of damage. With that, we do actually kill a decent amount. Should we just get the kill in over here? Yep. Okay, this thing is also on damage, so that does help out a little bit in the end. Not the worst, not the worst. Expected that to go worse. That thing is actually on Swift. That is kind of bad for me. That is actually kind of bad for me. So let's see if we just hit this in. Yep. Okay, we go for stuns. Most interesting to stun is actually you. Let's just give that a try. We do stun that. And we didn't get further than that, but that's fine. That's hitting on wrong elements, so that's still okay. Let's see if we can hit this. We do. Let's just get a kill on off there. He does go for that, but maybe we can hit that. Not enough damage though. Good stun. But in the end, still fine. Like, sure, he was on Swift, but he didn't have that much of a follow-up after that. Or it could be in like a fast fire. My units were not super fast on this team. Then we have this one over here. Big question. Ooh, he does move after. Who do we kill first? Let's stun first. Could go for stun on you. I think that's the main plan. Good stun, good damage. Okay, I guess my gapping is a little bit too hard for that. That is still fine. How much damage does this self-destruct do? Not as much damage as I was hoping for. We do get a stun wrong element. You start hitting this right now. Oh, wait, you go through. Yeah, this was probably also the worst idea of them all. But let's just see how far we get. That's kind of bad. That's really bad. You actually do go through that. But I think we'd rather have to kill you, or at least stun you first. Oh, he does go for that, of course. Forgot about that for a second. He did, went for the healing just there. Is this gonna die? And he crits. And I'm very dead. So yeah, okay. Water one. Full water team with that was probably the worst one. That's definitely a thing. Let's see if we can make the water one win on the next one. Okay, this does look like a fun team where some of the teams I can just simply reuse once again and just see how far it goes from there. So I would say that this team at the top is usable against that. This team would be usable against that, but maybe I want to use another team. No, I think it's actually fine to go for that team over there. I do want to use this team over there. Can I get away with this team over here where they probably have an HP lead and everything going for them? I don't think so, so we're going to be using this over here. And then I'm going to be fighting these units with water something. I just don't like this unit. Like, to be honest, I don't like this unit at all. Probably I should go for a better build, and people do mostly use it with like a Conrad or something like that where you can transfer HPs the moment you're low HP and whatnot. Not really something that I want to be looking forward using. What I could do is I could give myself invisibility by you. That's kind of an option that I could work with, and then work with an Amber trying to kill things. Is an option. It's not really the greatest of options, but it does definitely look like an option that, yeah, let's just give that a try. Oh, wait, did I steal the whole set from you to somewhere? Oh, yeah, you have that whole set. A little bit difficult. Let's just give you the whole Rika set. It's more or less similar. Ah, then you're on this pair. Yeah, we definitely don't need this pair, though. That's... How about your RTA set? I'm lazy. Okay, not auto engrave. RTA sets. It's actually not used by anything else in this case. Would prefer you to be a little bit faster, but think we can deal with that. And then for you, do I actually have you ruined in RTA still? Apparently I do. That's a pretty shitty set. Okay, this team is definitely going to be failing again. Do we actually want to do that? We are going to give that a try. And you are absolutely going to be doing nothing. Well, what you're good for. That's what you're good for. But let's just see if we can make your nothingness work with the other 2 units on the side while I don't have healing and he has 3 healers. Yeah, probably better off with like going a NFL Verrat-ish. That actually doesn't sound that bad now, does it? Well, it's bad if they do have a lot of immunity. Nah, YOLO, we just go this. We're probably losing water again. Probably using water again. I actually never use that water unit altogether. I don't really like Conrad. I don't really like that thing altogether. Okay, no stunts on the Despair. So no stunts on the first hit in the first place. Did get few Despairs there, but... Or just one. Silence is important on the right. Did get silence on the right. Did get silence on the left. Did not silence on the middle, but that already dies. And we can still slow potentially over here. Well, there's already slow, actually. There's already a lot of debuffs. Does he actually die from this point on? I guess so. Yep, that's a lot of damage. Man, Tricks, Bloodjust, just insane. Okay, we have this team. Let's just land as many debuffs as possible right away. And more debuffs. Okay, we do have an insta-hit, which will boost my ATB up to full. Let's just send it over there, because you're the most annoying. Oh, wait, I kind of expected to lab there, but full attack bar is not 100, or like overtaking guaranteed. But this team in general is also a team that doesn't really fail me too often. That works out. So now we have this team. Okay, he moves in front of me. That's good. It's the only thing that moves in front of me. That's bad. Okay, Cursed Apple. No one. That's kind of okay-ish. Can we attack bar absorb? That's fine. Would have been cool if the armor break would have landed from there, but sure thing. Okay, we go for this. That doesn't really work. We go for an S3. He did already use a skill. I could also go for an S2. You would go on you though. No, then we definitely have to do this. Okay, is a something. It's definitely a something. A lot of resistance something. I think we're gonna go for you first. Hit on this. Okay, we have the skill 2 back. That's good. Not as many hits as I would have liked to see, to be honest. Silence on the left this time around. Slow is still there. Okay, is he gonna drop the bomb? Does drop the bomb. Does resist pretty much about everything. Uh-oh, that's bad. Not as bad as I thought. Well, actually, it's kind of surviving. It's doing something. Issue is that I'm not really killing stuff, but we're getting somewhere. We get additional turns. Let's try to push it back. Okay, it's a decent tank. Maybe it's better than I gave it credit for in the first place if it's going like this. It's not actually that bad. Not sure if I'm being lucky here on resistance or that thing just has a built-in resist everything. How the hell do you even strip something? Oh, wait, it didn't strip. It just stripped a random thing. It's not that bad. Should I put more add damage on you? That's for sure. Okay, let's just go for this. Can we finally kill? This we kill? We do kill. Nice. Oh, you actually started switching targets. We have you back. And we dead again. Okay, it's kind of working in a very weird way, I would say. It's definitely going to be taking a little bit more time for getting the kill in on that. Yeah, is there some built-in resistance? I actually never use this unit, so I'm not even sure. And don't kill it just yet, sir. Yeah, it's actually where I was saying, like, I don't have any heals. This thing is healing itself. Maybe I should give the recovery on the skill or something for that. Because it's kind of working. Not that many debuffs, but that's still kind of fine. Ooh, especially on that additional turn. Maybe I should not have went for a crit rate lead against the Camilla. Just maybe, just maybe. That's the thing right there. Should I therefore maybe leave you alive with a little bit HP? No, I don't think that Camilla will heal enough against the damage of this, right? Yeah, no, this should be enough damage too. It is kind of a tanky Camilla though. We might be looking at a draw. or a very lengthy match, or a little bit of both. Probably a little bit of both. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be critting all the time. Normally you don't have that much crit rate, but you definitely do have enough crit rate where this will start critting all the time. If we get enough additional turns, though, that helps. If we do this, do we also absorb attack bars? It's just for the other one. No, that's just the other one. Well, at least you can never kill this. That's definitely a thing. That helps out a bit. We can get some triple hit in there. I think that was a triple hit right there. As long as he doesn't FIO, I think we're still kind of good to go. Just takes time. A lot of time. Okay, we're literally doing jack shit damage. I should have went more add damage on that unit right there. Maybe I should actually do your S1s mainly to just get pushbacks in. Yeah, we're kind of getting somewhere. We're kind of getting somewhere. I was gonna say, we had no crit animation. This is just not critting at all. Would be nice, but it did actually crit just there. Oh, good heal block. Good double no crit into the heal block. If we now do a triple hit as... Yep, okay, we killed. Nice, nice, nice. So we did actually win with the one that I thought was the weakest. Let's see how this one would work out. Could be that we actually take you off the horse right away. We actually did. Not sure if this is going to be enough damage, but I really hope so. Yeah, that's enough damage. This should be enough damage as well. This not enough damage. Hummel has no damage, man. It's literally on my Ian runes, which is pretty much my arguably best set that I have. Still not enough damage. But that team did actually work out for the water one. Okay, now let's see on this. Okay, good. We did strip all. And then we push back all. And then we land on all. Robos can be really good. Definitely one of those units where you would say, like, yeah, this is for a normal elemental unit. It's really good. It's still really, really good. And also for 4 stars. Well, then again, I also use the LNDs, but interesting, interesting. So this was actually an idea by a viewer saying like, hey, why don't you do Robo gamings with all Robos, mono elements? Well, there you have it. If you have any other cool ideas for World Guild Battle with some kind of weird-ass teams, let me know in the comments. Of course, subscribe to the channel, like this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. If you would like to see more guides, join the Discord and check out the content tab for the guide video archive, which contains all of the guides that you might need. Hope to see you there.